Alright, good morning everybody. This is your buddy Edward. And the new patch. The new patch has dropped. So we're starting over from the, well, let's say we're starting over from the very beginning, but we are doing our character creator. I think I usually, which dude do I usually pick? Let's go with this guy right here. That's our first head. I don't like them sticking out ears. I think we're gonna stick with the ears we got now. Where's the cheeks? This guy's got the cheeks. I'm just looking to I'm looking, you know, to get random here. Well, my dude looking too much like another, like one of the. Okay, there we go. So we got our character created. That's the way you create your character. I did not delete my user folder. Okay, so just as an FYI for those keeping score at home, right now in Star Citizen there is only 2 places you can spawn. The hangar system existed before the universe. Then they came out with the universe. The first system in the universe is the Stanton system, and since it's been out, they've been working on it. And the hangars has not got a lot of love. A lot of stuff is broken in the hangars. When you're in the hangars, you're only in your hangar by yourself. So for the most part, you're never going to see people going into hangars these days. So, boom, Stanton system. In the Stanton system, we've got the 3 spawn areas. We could wake up in Loreville. We could wake up in Area 18. We could wake up in New Babbage. New Babbage is the newest planet. It has indoors and outdoors. The outdoors, you have to have a cold suit most of the time, and a lot of the places on the ground do not have Well, there's not as much to do on the ground from my perspective. Area 18 is on ArcCorp. It's a planet that is entirely covered by city buildings. And so while there are a couple rooftops, rooftops you can land on, primarily it's just the Area 18 spaceport, and then take the trains over to the downtown area. Now, the downtown area does have good shopping. It's a good place for buying things. And then Lorville is kind of the place where you can go outside. You don't have to have a spacesuit on. Even though the planet's not the nicest in the world, it's easy to get ground vehicles, some other stuff. So we're going to come into Lorville, right? And you see, if you look, there's a picture of that. This is kind of like a Blade Runner looking. This is ice from, but this is inside of the nice modern New Babbage. But Lorville, boom. So we're going to wake up in Lorville, USA. Bum, bum, bum. Let's go ahead and say visit location. And I'm going to go grab my coffee off the coffee machine real quick. I'll be right back. Here we are inside of our hab in Lorville. You can see there's no windows to the outside. It's not a particularly clean or nice place. Here we are. If we look, you can see our uniform sort of been reset to the default Donnie. We have a pistol on. Let's look and see what happened to our stuff. Sometimes when there's a new patch, things change. So the first thing is, look at this. All of my credits are still here. That's a good sign after a patch, that my credits are here. Right? The new servers have a max of 40, although this is saying 24. If we look at our journal, there's our journal, boom. It's got Hurston Dynamics. We're in the UEE updated contract. It remembers us being at Port Olisar, Star Map, Crusader, Better Nutrition. So there's still some journal entries in here. Does it have any memory of our jobs we've accepted? I don't think so. No. So let's go here. One of the things you always want to do. Okay, so we've got ECN alerts. We've got bounty. So this is VLRT. That's the one we got last time. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Biodisposal. That's $3,000. You always want to do call to arms. Let me accept this. Call to arms. I don't want to track it, but we want to accept that. Blah, blah, blah. Those are the ones you usually see. And missing service, a missing person disappeared in a cave, cargo, Constellation transport, delivery packages, blah blah blah, delivery stuff, blah blah blah. Okay, that's great. That's all wonderful. Let's look at our stuff. Like, did we lose any of our items? So that's the other thing that happens after a patch as well. Okay, here's eyewear, undersuits, weapons. I got one sniper, 5 P4s, 2 P8s, so I didn't lose those. Okay, how about pistols? 1 arc light. Okay. Still have some attachments for the sights. So it looks like all the magazines and stuff I still have. That's good. Let's go into armor here. Oh, wait a minute. That's something. Do I? Okay, so I've got Novikov, which is the cold weather. Do I have the? And I've got the Pembroke, which is the hot weather. Okay, so those are still here. That's great. Okay, I still have med pins, oxy pins, my multi-tools. Some of these are the ones I purchased, though, that I shouldn't have lost anyway. Okay, so it looks like I didn't fare too bad there. Let's look at ships, and let's see. The ship that I had some guns on was my Origin 325. Let's see if guns are still there. Okay, so I did lose those. The repeater here, that's a size 3, size 4, size 3. I had those equipped with the dominance. Let's look and see. Okay, so I still have 4. I have 4 scatter guns, but I don't have any of the attrition repeaters. So it looks like I lost those. Let's look at the size 4s. And I have 3 available of those. Okay. So I want to do like a 0 to hero type of thing. I want to get into the cockroach. The little whatchamacallit, RSI, the Aurora. I'm trying to think which one of these is better, the MR or the LN. MR doesn't have weapons. Doesn't have these 2 weapons. She's got a size 1 Gatling. Where's the LN? This is Bulldog Repeater. Okay, so we'll just use that as our reference. The LN's a little bit better. All right, let's start making some credits in the universe. Time to go. Oh look, it's a nice day in Hurston. The smog isn't too bad. Teaser Spaceport's right over there. That's where we're going. We'll leave global chat up for a little while just to see if people are bitching about the server or not. This is confusing. The elevator over there is out of service. You walk over here, and you're like, how the hell do I get out of here? Well, if this is your first time, you counterintuitively have to go up steps to get to the elevator. It's like, yeah, there's an elevator for every 2 levels, and you have to go to the upper level to take the elevator down. Yeah, I know. Doesn't make sense, but that's the way it is. Hurston's not a grand place. If you're a worker on Hurston, it's pretty much, you're pretty much Hurston's bitch. We should not have any kind of stats or fines or anything, but let's just see. Yeah, no, we don't. Let's ignore the fact that we got a bunch of money. Let's pretend like we don't have a bunch of money, like we're a freshy spawn. We gotta earn our way up from the bottom. That's gonna be our play acting. I was almost gonna put on some guns, but I decided not to. So, we're going to the spaceport. Taking the spaceport line.
Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching.
Made it. I slept really well last night. Oh, yes. And I set my alarm early knowing that the patch was ready. But I had to snooze a couple times, but I got out of bed finally. Check.
Now arriving, Metro Center. Please watch your step when
I did not dream about Star Citizen. But I knew I had this to play, so I wanted to get a good session, a good play session in.
Be considerate to your fellow travelers. Do not block doors.
Let me grab some coffee here real quick.
Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching.
Okay, so let's go and apply for the very bottom VLRT tracker training permit. Let's pay 500 credits to apply for that. So we're after Deo Heslin now. where in the universe is Deo Heslin? Okay, so we're here in Hurston and he's over. He's over here, which is fine. It's not too far. It's off of Ida. Very good. So we can use one of those entry-level ships. I think we said the LN. RSI. Okay, hold on a second. Let's look at this. We got the Vandal Scythe. We got two Mantises, Aquila, Origin, blah, blah, blah. The Origin 100 series, which were my subscriber ships, I think last month, are gone. Prospector, Freelancer, Kruger. Okay, Nomad I think is going to be the sub ship this month. I already own Nomads. Cartual must be a loaner for something. Okay. Oh yeah, let's get this. Did it retrieve it or not? Look, it might have timed out right when I clicked it. LN on the pad, Hurston, Hangar 9. Okay. Anyone willing to rack up a crime stat so I can get the license and bust them out after? Yeah, there's some reasons you might want to have gotten your bounty hunter certifications. So this is a bottom ship. This is a starter package ship for sure. You've never been inside of one of these. There's just a little place that you can sleep. There's a bed for logging out, and there's a little floor right here. You can stack a couple packages on, but it's definitely a small deal.
Welcome to Large Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check. You are clear to launch.
Overclock, 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 overclock. So what I just did was I overclocked my guns. I always forget to do that. So I'm now in the habit of doing it the first time we get in the ship.
Take off. Navigator raised.
So this is nice. My joysticks seem to still be mapped correctly. Of course, I did not delete. Didn't delete my.
Thank you, and please visit again.
On cruise control, flip the camera around. I didn't delete my user folder, so my controls, you know, still there. Okay, never mind. I did have a So there's Hurston, where it went out of the Teasa spaceport. The big Hurston buildings behind us. Now, in the lore, right outside of the gates of Hurston, there's a trash biome, and there's actually people that live in the trash biome. I don't think they've got that fully realized in the game. But at some point, you'll be able to ride the train and probably go outside the gates. A little bit different experience. It's even worse than the worker planet, you know, the worker city of Lorville. Also, at some point, that H building, that Hurston building, is going to be full of nicer places to live, not worker quarters, but nicer places to live and to shop, right? Because that's where all the Hurston muckety mucks, executives, and everything else hang out at. And I hope when you get to be like an upper level trader and commodities runner, you'll actually, in some cases, be able to land there. And you won't have to do the land at the spaceport to get on the train, take the train all the way over there, you know, that type of stuff. But that's not fleshed out in the game yet. Okay, let's go back inside our ship. Let's open up our map. Okay, here's where we're going. Say set route. But it's not popping up in the, you know, with the amount of fuel and the other stuff. I do get a thing down here though. Let's go to an outer marker. Let's try to go from
there. Bottom drive is now on. Bottom drive is now off.
Now let's see if we can plot that again. See, there we go. Now it works a little bit better. Deo Hesley. That's what we gotta neutralize him to like get our credit. Gotta pay the bills too. Stream quality says excellent on the Twitch doohickey jigger. I'm seeing 60 frames a second show up on the NVIDIA monitor.
Bottom drive is now off. Bottom drive is now off.
Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my shields. I'm going to bias them towards the front.
Bottom drive is now on. Bottom drive is now off.
Okay. Cruise control off. Okay, speed limiter is set for the SCM mark. Try not to grip the sticks too hard. Doesn't make you fly any better, and it tends to break your thrustmasters if you're gripping on them too hard. As soon as he comes up red, we're going to target him. We have 4 missiles. Looking at the range. Okay, we just got radar locked by somebody.
Radar contact. Radar contact.
Okay, that's a different person. That's the person that we want.
Target acquired. Shields damaged. Weapons system critical. Enemy down.
Okay, so we defeated that person. We have somebody that's on our back. We have another ship that's on our back. I'm trying to kite him outside of the debris field. So I don't have to worry about blowing up. Okay. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's turn around.
Weapons system critical.
He's in a Gladius. Distance between us and that person. I'm watching my I have to be 1,000 feet away to use the missile. And they're staying pretty close. So I'm not able to get the distance for the missile. That was lag right there.
Weapons system.
Okay, I was like going at the sun. I couldn't really see him.
Weapons system. Shields damaged. Weapons system.
Bastard!
Enemy down.
Nice. Okay. So one of the things is I have weapons group 1 on one button and I have weapons group 2 on another button. And what I was doing is when I was getting a message saying weapons were overheating, then I was switching off and going to the other weapons group and letting the other one cool down. So that's that's a different way of doing things. You could obviously have all your weapons fire at the same time, but then when they overheated, you'd have to let them cool down.
Launch drive is now off.
But what I was doing is I was switching back and forth. So it wasn't particularly easy, but those were low risk targets, and we're not in a great ship. But hey, I saw a message came up that said we passed our certification. So that's kind of cool.
Launch drive is now off.
Okay, so I'm just gonna point us out towards space, keep cruising while we go into the menus. Okay, so if we look at the journal, we got VLRT certified. If we okay, so we did that one. So let's go into bounty hunting. And now we can go to LRT. And we can try to earn that one. That cost 1,000. Kayo Akimi. The weapons testing site above Magda. Very good. Sir. See, this is being a pain. See how the star map's not wanting to work right. Okay. his Magnum. There we go. That'll fly us over to Magnum. Cruise control off real quick. And we got our shields biased to the front. Let's get this mission marker to spawn. Radar lock.
Radar contact.
That's not the person. That's not our. That's not our person.
Shields damaged.
That's the person we want right there, Kylo.
Weapons system. Weapons system critical. Radar contact. Weapons system critical. Rear shield is down. Stand by for shields. Shields back. Shields back. Shields back. Rear shield is down. Stand by for shields. Weapons system critical.
Okay, so there's a person behind me that's just sitting there hammering me.
Back. Shields damaged. Shields back.
So I'm going a little bit faster and I'm doing evasive maneuvers. I'm letting my shields build back up. So what happened was they spawned a bunch of different people. There's the bastard right there.
Shields damaged. Shields back. Shields back.
Damn it! Ah!
Okay, this is not very good at all. I got a number of people all over me.
Shields damaged. System critical.
Bastard!
Shields back. Weapons system critical. Shields back. Shields damaged. Rear shield down. Weapons system critical. Stand up for shields. Shields back. Shields damaged.
I have no idea how damaged this person is. Because my screens and my ship are pretty dark. And I dare not look away to try to get a look at it. So I'm gonna say this is getting to be pretty tough.
Radar contact. Weapons system. Shields damaged.
take a look and see where we are.
Shields max.
Railed from behind.
Radar contact.
Sure isn't doing any good for me.
Shields max. Radar contact. Radar contact. Target acquired.
Shit. Oh, shit.
Radar contact. Radar contact. Radar contact. Radar contact. Shields damaged. Radar contact.
He rammed me, that son of a bitch. So yeah, the Aurora LN, not maybe not the best. Maybe not the best for the LRTs. So it looks like we spent $1,000. Yeah, and it's going to cost us another $1,000 to do it again. Well, that's what we'll do tomorrow. During tomorrow's session is we'll go after the LRT. But for today, we earned our VLRT certification. I may jump on a little bit later on today, but I'm feeling hungry right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. So we're gonna do we're gonna get our bounty hunting certification so that when this Xenothreat happens, if there's a lot of tasty, juicy bounties, then we'll be able to go after them. So appreciate everybody watching. Thanks for watching. My name's Edward. I usually stream in the morning East Coast time, Star Citizen, and then these get exported over to YouTube about 24 hours later for you to watch. I did put in the description of the video information on my organization, which is a casual role play organization, not really focused on any one game loop, but about earning credits and having some fun. And if you want to back Star Citizen, it is a game, it's in alpha status, but if you decide you want to back the game, using my referral code will get you 5,000 additional in-game credits for free. If enough people use the code, I'll get something nice too. Doesn't change the price that you pay for your game package. Remember, this isn't a fully released game, this is an alpha. There's bugs, there's resets every now and then. There's a variety of other things that you should be aware of. So again, thanks for watching. We'll see everybody later.